You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
It's time for the DragonCon Report, your go-to show for both newbies and seasoned pros gearing up for the annual Downtown Atlanta Convention, with interviews, expert advice, and all the latest updates straight from the dragon's mouth and fans themselves. Stay tuned, you might just uncover something unexpected.
Howdy, everyone, and welcome to the 7th episode of the 2025 DragonCon Report. It's July. We're less than 2 months away from DragonCon 2025. All right, deep breath. Whew. I'm your host, Mike Gordon, and I'm pleased to introduce you to the rest of our station crew, starting, of course, with Jen.
Hello, everybody.
Less than 2 months. Less than 2 months. It's almost here. And Channing is here, too.
Oh, hi. I'm just lounging around the house. Glad to see you guys again. It's been a while.
Very nice. So I gotta ask the status. How are we feeling? Less than 2 months. Is it something that we're ready for? No.
No.
I'm starting to feel a little overwhelmed. But like I say, we have a hotel. Once we have a hotel, we're good. It's just a matter of making sure we get there and figuring out what to wear while I'm there.
Well, and me still recovering from surgery. I haven't been able to sew, but I want to sew, and I tried to start sewing 2 days ago, and I can last for about 10 minutes. Okay. And then it's too much pain. So we're gonna. I do have 2 new costumes. I did not sew them. I outsourced. I would like to have 3 though. I'm trying to make something super easy. We're gonna see how it goes. We have a viewer from Scotland. Hi, Steve.
That's awesome.
Steve. All right.
Awesome. All right. So if you couldn't tell, based on Channing's gear, we are a little bit later. We're going to be joined.
Describe it for the viewer, for the audio viewers.
Yeah. Let's just say it's hef-like. Is that fair?
Heffish. Is heffish? Yeah.
Heffish.
It's heffish.
Yes,
yeah, it's heffish. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to party with some bunnies, which is good because we're going to talk all about the Bunny Hutch. We got Lisa, Danielle, and the incomparable GoGo Incognito with us, joining us a little bit later. But first, a little bit of business to attend to. The DragonCon Report is an unofficial podcast of the con. We are not and never have been officially connected with DragonCon. For all official news, we strongly recommend checking out the official site and all their social media outlets. We are a proud member of the ESO Network. On the esonetwork.com page, there's a direct link to our TeePublic store filled with all kinds of cool swag, including a very cool design for the DragonCon Report podcast. The logo is awesome, and it works on t-shirts and various other items that they've got there on TeePublic. The ESO Network also has a Patreon page where supporters can access our exclusive readings, or maulings. Is that a good other word for it?
Maulings, yes.
Of this month's DragonCon guest announcements, of which there are some really exciting ones. Thank you, patrons, for all your support. In addition to the video stream that you're watching now on Facebook or YouTube, thank you very much for that. The audio version of our show is still available through all the usual places. You can always access our past episodes over the last, over 10, 12 years, 13 years. What are we on, 14?
We're on season 14.
14, yes, right. It says so right at the top. I got it. It's just hard to believe. It's been just so fun. But you can access all of our episodes, our past episodes at dragonconreport.com. However you access our show, please like, subscribe, and share. We really appreciate you guys. Leave us direct feedback or comment on the show. Please feel free to email us at feedback@dragonconreport.com, or you can reach out to us via Facebook and Instagram. All right, so some news items. Of course, DragonCon is happening. It is Labor Day weekend, August 28th and September 1st. too late to cancel now, right? Like this is just it's gonna
Oh my
happen
God,
regardless.
hush your mouth. What is wrong with
Right.
you?
Why would you say that?
It's gotta happen no matter what.
Are you the guy in the horror movie that says I'll be
Oh,
right back?
yes.
That's me. That's me. I don't last long in horror movies, either watching them or being any part of them. 5-day membership still available. They are $175. Prices went up last month. And all applications for guest applications and all of performers, all that kind of stuff are closed except for media. So if you do intend to cover the con, the deadline for that is August 15th. And we did get a tease. We did get a tease if those people who are so anxious about the app, it is whatever that means. But there is a link to it. It's just not.
It just says
Yeah,
coming
they're
soon.
Yes.
yeah, it's coming soon. They're loading some sample data, but again, 2 weeks to 10 days before is when everybody should expect to see something.
Oh, and well, even if it, if we got surprised and it came out on August 1st, expect over half of anything you might find on there to change.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's very much like this vidcast, this podcast. The information that we give here is everything is subject to change.
Yes.
But we did get some more information. There was a couple meetings over the last few days, including the town meeting, the first town meeting I think they've done this year, right?
Yep, that's the first one. The town hall they held last week on July 17th. So what was mentioned for the people out there are looking for the sewing workshops. Those are typically the ones you're going to see held over at America's Mart. Those should be on sale online beginning July 5th. The con will, of course, make an announcement when those go up. They'll be on sale through August 25th or until all the spots fill up. But in the meantime, other workshops such as beginner's magic, swordplay, as well as a bunch offered through the costuming track, such as SPFX, zombie makeup, life casting, advanced EVA, chainmail, and more are currently available in the DragonCon site, where you go to buy your memberships. That it'll be there, and as far as I can tell, there are a lot of spaces still left for most of the workshops. We also got a sneak peek of the shape of this year's baby dragon. In the
another tease.
Yeah, another tease.
Tease.
During the August town hall is when they'll be featuring what has become a tradition by hosting the annual dragon naming contest. They also announced that happening on August 1st, so in about a week, they're going to have Tony Gal hosting trivia night, DragonCon trivia night at the Atlanta Hard Cider and Distillery. It's going to be starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. DragonCon vodka will be for sale there at the event. They will also have specialty cocktails. Lots of prizes will be available, including DragonCon memberships, swag, and the grand prize is going to be a host hotel reservation. Now,
Whoa. Okay.
it was not. I don't know if they mean for this year. That was not specified, so I don't. It might be for this year. It might be for next year. I'm not sure. Hopefully, the con will clarify that, because I don't want to say the wrong thing there. The Group Video Game Alliance was announced, and they're going to be playing live for the first time during the Mario Kart 8 tournaments happening over at the Gaming Hall. And also joining con this year will be Dark Horse Karaoke, hosting karaoke throughout the con. They'll be posting sign-up details soon on how you can claim a singing spot.
Wow. Quick question about the baby dragon. Are they doing pre-sales already, or is that does that come later?
That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen.
We all have to go get lined up to get our plushies.
So it's not okay. So you can't just order it in advance.
You can't. As far as I know, you can't order any con merch in advance.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, in advance, yeah, I haven't seen it. It's
You
basically
you
Baby
you
Dragon
don't
Hunger Games.
yeah, you don't go buy con merch, do you?
I don't, not until afterwards. I do have some shirt, like a Dragon Con shirt. I got a Dragon Con. This is an official Dragon Con shirt.
He's got a guy.
No, the only pre-sales I've seen happen in the past has been for their vendor partners that are set up in the vendor hall if they're doing Dragon Con branded merch. Like we've had the company who did the whiskey bottle set. I know that those were a limited edition. So sometimes something like that will be available for pre-sale, but that's not from the con itself. That is from a vendor who
Gotcha.
is partnering with con. But it's if it's happening, the con will announce that. In fact, that might be something we see little hints about next week. Why is that, Channing?
So,
Or this week? This week.
Yeah, this week, yeah. So there was a volunteer meeting on the 20th, and a lot of things came out, including the infamous progress reports will be released on July 24th. So check your email. Are they still doing paper versions of those, or
No,
just digital?
it's digital.
I
It's
think
all
it's digital
digital.
only now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
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 so
yeah.
they'll be emailed and they'll be posted
Yes.
on the website.
Yes, and that is a great way to get that really kicks off Dragon Con season for me. When the progress report hits, that's when I know there's no turning back.
I'll put it so like
Uh,
we're gonna see when a lot of parties are scheduled,
y-
and
correct.
and that might be where some merch sneak peeks are.
But no merge pre-orders. Just want to throw that out there for
Yeah,
the record. Yes, yes, yes. One day passes. One day passes will go on sale on August 1st. Previously, all but one day has sold out. So if you're, holding out for that, may the odds be forever in your favor. That's all I can tell you. That's why we always say buy your tickets early and just buy the 5 days. For all my gamers out there, gaming registration is sort of opened. They're still working on the site, but signups are available. You can go to gaming.dragoncon.org/home and get signed up there. This one's a little bit weird. I don't have a lot of information, but apparently the Star Wars track won the vote for last year's Hustle. So this year's medal is going to be Star Wars themed. Was that the virtual thing
yeah.
they did last year?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Dragon
Absolutely.
Con hustle. They
The
think this is
Dragon Con Hustle.
I think this is the sixth or so year.
Hmm.
Yeah. I believe it's
Yeah.
is it a 5K?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
Right.
and it's a virtual one. So yeah, last year's Star Wars track won. Congratulations to them. So this year's medal is going to be Star Wars themed. Star Trek folk, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to suck it up and enjoy it if you decide to participate.
Although
Well, I think they've been taken over by the Brit track. So
well,
Yeah,
I
they've
think
got
Trek
bigger
Track
problems.
might have been last year's. I think Trek
I-
Track has been one of the medals.
yeah, I
Okay.
think you're right. Right. They do a great job designing those medals.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if one is
Mhm.
Star Wars themed, that's gonna be a sought after item.
Yeah,
Will Baby Yoda be on it?
Good.
it's
question.
got to be. It's got to be. And if Baby Yoda's on it, I'm gonna fight someone because I usually don't have time to do the 5K even virtually. So I'm gonna fight someone to get it. Just
Wait.
telling you now.
Why don't you just sign up ahead of time and you pick up your medal at con?
Oh, I thought you had to see. I've never done it. I really thought you had to
Oh.
verify that you did the walking and all of that good stuff.
Okay, so one, if you're at con, you're walking a 5K.
This
That's
is true.
If
This is true.
If not a lot more. That's
yeah.
just day one.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can sign up ahead of time, and Con will post the links when that's ready, and you fill out your runner registration form, and they even give you the option you can print out a bib, a themed bib, if you want to wear it at Con, like with your nickname and a number on it.
Mhm.
And then at least last year, we were able to pick up our medals. I want to say, no, I don't want to say what day it was because it might change. But we were when the charity events booth was ready over at the Marriott, we were able to go there to pick up our medals.
Okay.
So they might be doing the same thing this year. We will see when the hustle is
see.
announced. But
We'll see.
it's very easy. If you're at con, you're hitting 5K. So
Yeah,
easily,
you have earned that medal.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. See, look, Janie, we're learning information. Both of us. We're
you
no
go.
strangers to con, but we're learning new things here. So
Look, in that opening, when Jen says you might learn something, she was speaking specifically to us. Other people heard it, but she was really saying that to us.
Yeah, absolutely. There were some, of course, guest and performer announcers. DJ Brendan Rosenbaum will be headlining the Friday Night Rave. The big news for guest announcements is that Simon Pegg will be joining us folks at Dragon Con this year. I think that's a first. That's pretty big. I think that's the biggest name they've announced so far. They've had plenty of other announcements of cast members from Star Wars shows, Evil, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Daredevil, the Arrowverse, animated X-Men, much more. So we're going to have a detailed list available for that on the ESO Patreon. So check all that information out later. Also, it was announced that Eddie McClintock will again co-host The Masquerade with Tony Gowell. So
always popular.
They are an awesome duo. So I don't know how long they've been doing it. It's got to be more than 5 years or so, right? I think.
Yeah, right at 5 years.
Oh, right at, yeah.
Yeah, because I do remember other hosts.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember it revolving previous years, changing host each year.
So some exciting stuff for sure. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some more exciting stuff all about the Bunny Hutch.
And go.
Welcome back. And now we're going to talk all about the Bunny Hutch. And we've got some fine folks to help us out with all the information regarding Bunny Hutch contest and costumes and the history of it. We've got Lisa and Danielle, and we've got GoGo Incognito joining us. Howdy, folks. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I'm really curious about your experiences at Dragon Con and of course, specifically with the Bunny Hutch. But let's start with your overall experiences with Dragon Con. How long have you guys been going to Dragon Con? When was your first Dragon Con?
I'll defer to my seniors on this.
Oh.
My first Dragon Con was 2009, as well as my sisters. We went together from Washington State.
Wow. How did you hear about it?
Because we are comic nerds and we love Joseph Michael Linsner's Dawn, and there was a
nice.
Dawn competition. So of course we came. It was like the ultimate nerd thing. I thought I was in heaven, and I never wanted to not come back again.
That's awesome. Did you guys enter the Dawn contest? Because I remember that.
I did the second year, and then the third year when it was discontinued, I did this huge Egyptian Dawn, but for the comic book babes contest. But I couldn't win because I was Dawn. So it's like, yeah. So then I got more into creating contests and making contests instead of being in contests.
Gotcha.
For myself, my introduction to Dragon Con was actually through the Bunny Hutch.
Oh, wow.
A friend of mine who wanted to do competition asked me to do a character and to come down and be like, hey, and I was living in New York at the time, and I was like, oh, go down to Atlanta for a con. Okay.
It's hot.
Here's what happened is I did the character and our group won.
Okay.
And I guess I made nice with all the right people, because the next year they asked me back to work it. And I've been working the Bunny Hutch, and I've been working Dragon Con ever since. So my introduction was literally just the peachiest it could ever be. I can't even say anything better than that.
So I am curious to know about the history of the Bunny Hutch itself. It seemed to me, since and you'll have to forgive me because I don't have any direct knowledge about this, but it seemed to me that it was something that just kind of started with sort of a grassroots. Some folks were dressing up as bunnies, and it just sort of grew from there. Was it more organized than that, or was it something that was it just happened
No, I mean, that's exactly how it started. To my knowledge, somebody named Sabrina Pandora on a
Sabrina,
Tuesday
yes.
night, because there was nothing going on a Tuesday night
Thursday.
or Thursday night, decided to go to like a local bar, like with her wife and a group of friends, and they dressed up as bunnies. The next year in 2010, she and her group of friends did it again, but I think they moved it to the Pulse
Like,
Bar.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, it's
my
And
Pulse.
my first year was there.
she met Stormy Odell, and in 2011 I think Sabrina moved to Texas, and so Stormy Odell sort of like took that over and turned it into like a chill type of party that happened at Pulse Bar every year. So when I came in 2013, I sort of just came in because I knew Doug Sneed. He's the guy that does all the cartoons in like all the Playboy magazines you ever
Yes.
seen. And
Yes.
I love him like so much. And I wanted to bring him something where he could be like, you know, appreciated and everybody knew who he was. And I decided to create a contest and just some other things. I mean, the cool thing about the growth and everything else about the Bunny Hutch is the original intention of just people hanging out now happens outside the Bunny Hutch doors all over Dragon Con. People can still do that original thing they always wanted to do. And the stuff that like that I created and added, or that Danielle created and added, or that GoGo added, is happening inside this, you know, party. So it's like everybody can enjoy the Bunny Hutch their own way and the way that they feel comfortable. So, but that is how it started. And, you know, after 2013 and 2014, we got involved with Dragon Con for various reasons, and it just grew from there.
Yeah.
Right.
And
right.
And it seems to grow every year.
Yeah, I should mention that Channing was our best half the
First year.
Was. Chatting. Okay, chatting.
The bar was low. The bar was low for competition.
Well, I think right in the middle, when it was still at Hilton,
Mhm.
me and my group placed one year with our Toy Story group, and we
You were
had
in
been
that group.
we had been attending for a few years and done various themes, and finally I made a Buzz Lightyear and brought some other girls, and it was like that was our highlight. I was like, okay, I'm never competing again.
Yeah.
Competition
Nice.
is a whole other thing for sure.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I don't. For people who have not made a bunny suit, it doesn't matter how great of a seamstress you are. Oh my goodness, they are an ordeal.
They are.
to not have like a saggy butt going on and
Don't
figuring
I
out
know it?
The diaper
Yeah.
butt.
yeah,
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's a labor of love.
Oh yeah,
That's
like
how we describe
we
it.
did
Yeah.
snaps tucked in the crotch, so we had to go to the bathroom in pairs, and so people got to see a wonderful scene of somebody down on the ground trying to button people back up after they got out.
That's how you know who your real friends are.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I had no idea.
Because you don't go out at night, Mike.
Look, Mike's got to make money. He's there for a reason.
I go out. And I used to go. And back then, I used to go out. I mean, I remember, like I said, I do remember seeing bunny costumes very early on. I mean, it was not too much longer after I started going there in '94 that, you know. But like I said, it just seems like a casual thing. Like, so every once in a while you'd see a bunny outfit, and it became something where it was very quickly that that they turned from the traditional Playboy bunny outfits to more geeky themed costumes.
Yes.
That really started to come out like about, I don't know, like 10 years after that or so. I'd say 5 or 10 years after that. It's sort of, yeah.
I think Lisa's vision for the contest has always been like a low barrier for entry. We've heard from contestants that one of the things they like the most about competing in the Bunny Hutch, we have people who do Friday night and masquerade, like incredible costumers, but they like the freedom of the Bunny Hutch because we do prioritize, and again, it's all Lisa's brainchild, the contest, but like we really prioritize originality and creativity, and people have just gone every shape and form of that.
I mean, we have 25 awards, so like
Wow.
Yeah.
15 of those awards are like best sci-fi, best fantasy, best pop culture, best nostalgia, best original concept, most funny, best anime, best cartoon, best horror, best. So like anything you can think of that would maybe somebody at Dragon Con doesn't feel like represented somewhere, they're going to be represented here. You know what I'm saying? So
Very nice.
that
very
was
nice.
really the intention.
Without those awards, you must get hundreds of contestants then.
We do. We have to turn a lot of people away. Yeah.
It would be a 10-hour party if everyone
as somebody who's had to stand in it in the early years, I can tell you it is a 10-hour line sometimes. That line to get in can wrap around and around and around and around. You meet some interesting people in a line for a Bunny Hutch Party.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I did always like about it, it's as much a show as it is a party. You all have had different dancers on stage. You've had different DJs. Can you kind of talk about how it expanded to become as much of a show as it is a party?
I'd be delighted to. I am so thrilled, and I have been so thrilled to be the creative director for, I don't even know how long now, because, COVID happened and that was a thing. And we did a virtual one year, and that actually still turned out amazing. But here's the fun thing about Dragon Con. It's ambient dancers, especially now that we're in the Marriott. We were in the Hilton, but the dancers and the party are there to like build the culture. And our culture is based on actually what Playboy was back in the day, which was you are allowed to experience pleasure. And in this case, it's pleasure through dance, pleasure through fun, pleasure through meeting people and doing all this great stuff. So I'm so thrilled this year that we have Bibi Demure, who is there she is, absolute superstar as our headliner. Last year we had Lorena. The year before we had Nikki Newcomb. The year before we had Vita Lavoid. These are people who want to work with us, and we are just cultivating an ambiance where you look at the stage and you're like, yeah, I'm going to dance with them. And you are. You're dancing with the people on the stage.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, 100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hope so. Like, and also, I just want to say for all my dancers, like, yeah, this is a hard gig. It's a big go. And being on that giant ass stage, being on those jumbotrons, they really give their all. And I also, if you have the graphic up, I'd love to announce our DJ for this year. Here we go. Our DJ for this year, brand new to us, DJ Vader. And I love this. One thing I always look to do is make sure that we have the bulk of our dancers are BIPOC, BIPOC, and DJ Vader. He's actually a little bit on the newer side, but he comes through us from BlurredCon, and literally we were all so excited to have him. And we are so excited to have him. And he's going to be bringing all the bops.
Nice. Excellent.
Okay, I'll be able to shake my groove thing. That's what I want to know.
Well, that's the other thing is we understand that our party is, Gen X and higher down to Gen Z. But we are 21 plus. And I know that my compatriots will be able to talk more about that as we go into more of the history and into more of the show.
Cool content right
The
Yes. Am
okay,
I
go ahead.
supposed to talk about 21 plus or?
I don't know. I put that in there, but whatever our hosts want to go to next is of course up to them.
No, absolutely, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Yes. So as GoGo mentioned, we are 21 plus events. One of the few remaining 21 plus events at Dragon Con. We're talking about history. The Bunny Hutch used to be part of the Dragon Con After Dark programming when we used to have that. That programming has collapsed, but so we were 21 plus because we were part of that programming. And then we've kept that tradition for the safety of our participants and our performers, and also reciprocity in the performance space. GoGo comes, she's an incredible producer and performer in the burlesque community. And one of the things that our amazing burlesque performers do, and our kittens do, and our ambient performers do, is they will often travel for festivals. One of the things that that community really thinks about is reciprocity. So there are places in the US where it's not a choice to perform for a younger audience. 21 up is the requirement because of those states. And just for everyone's safety, the performers, we do like to keep that in place and honor that, so that those performers are supported by the community around them. And we have improvements this year, which we implemented last year and will be bringing back this year. So last year we implemented the ability for people to age verify earlier in the day. We are bringing that back. People will be able to age verify between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m., at which time we're not sure if there will be an event in our space in the Marriott Atrium Ballroom, for those who have not been. If there is an event in the space before the Bunny Hutch, lines can form 1 hour before. If there is not an event in the space, lines can form 2 hours before. So that's why we're pre-wristbanding until 8 p.m. And then depending on what the schedule is, we'll know once the app releases. Lines can form either 2 hours or an hour before, and then people can also age verify there. We'll do 2 lines and they'll zipper merge when the door opens. This will allow for a lot faster load in. So for those people who are in line, we should be able to get you completely loaded in really, really quickly. And safety has done an amazing job loading people into that party really quickly. Once we're at capacity, it is a 1 in, 1 out policy. So yeah, we want to create an environment where everyone who wants to get in can get in. And as Lisa mentioned, if they're not able to get in or the line's too long for them, they will be surrounded by bunnies in the lobby. So they will be with, like-minded individuals outside the party as well.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That's great information. You mentioned the performers, and a lot of them are performing in other venues as well around the country. GoGo, talked about, if you would, like, how is it a different experience performing at Dragon Con than other places?
It is a little bit. Okay. Well, all right. Well, all right. I'm putting on my producer hat right now. So, what I book and what we book for Dragon Con are ambient performers, not burlesque performers. Well, like Mayhemmer's Burlesque Show, which is on Saturday night, and everyone should go to it. Absolutely. One of the best burlesque shows you will see in America in the year, period. But we're not doing that. We book ambient performers, which means they do go-go and flow for 7 to 10 minutes at a time. It's a completely different thing. They go up on the jumbotrons. They help keep the party going. It's completely different than any kind of burlesque. And I'm sorry, I would like to brag on all of them, but remind me what you asked me, because I'm really excited right now talking about
just if the Dragon Con crowd is a different sort of crowd.
I think the Dragon Con crowd is no. I'm going to stop you right there. I think the Dragon Con crowd is perfect.
Good answer. Good answer considering the
Yeah.
audience. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Excellent.
mean, it's my job to create that flow. It's my job to work with the DJ, to work with the performers, to get that vibe in and keep that vibe going. And I mean, for as long as I've been doing this, the crowd has been literally amazing. Like the longer you get into the night, the more people are like right up on stage, like again, sorry. I'm doing bad dancing right now, but they are into it. And the beauty of the space and how wonderful everyone has been working with us is that we're able to continue this ambient space where you can hang out at the total back of the room and get a drink and chill out, but you're still getting the vibe, or you can be right in the front and be we don't do mosh pits. Do not come in and be violent. No mosh pits. No mosh pits. No mosh pits. But you can dance.
I did that one time,
As
guys.
the
One
cheers.
time. I didn't know.
Yeah, I knew that's why I carried you out over my shoulder. I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
this guy, but I'm flipping him over my shoulder. Anyway, no, I just think this experience that we do and we have at the Bunny Hutch, it's like nothing else in the world, I would say. And I say that as a concert performer. We give you the vibes and we deliver.
And Danielle and Lisa, in addition to it being a great party to attend, you also have a charity aspect of the event as well.
Right.
Yeah.
How long has that been
Oh.
part of the Hutch experience?
Okay, well that all started because so I'm like a hardcore comic nerd, so I wanted there to be a print that was going to be, I would commission an artist to do it, and I've had him for every year, right? I commission artists to do it, and then anybody in the contest got a print 11x17 print for free. But now, I'm kind of working, Sora Sung's doing it this year. But the thing is that then I started thinking, well, we're all here, I'm spending a lot of money on this party, why don't I spend the money, but see if I can double the money and we give it all to charity. So now I'm sourcing, various items. You have the picture of our baby dragon, baby dragon. And I think you have a picture of our cup, our tumbler that twists up. We have that. It actually twists up. It's got scales. You have our fan. And you have our bag, but we have so much more than that this year. And all of our stuff is very inexpensive because we want the charity money. And I don't get reimbursed. It comes out of pocket. You guys, any money we get, we push it all towards charity. And then also if you buy a bag of all the new stuff, you get to pull for one of the costume items that I make by hand. So we have a way to do that. It's not considered in-state gambling. I've been working on that now for about 4 or 5 years. The problem is it took a long time to sort of fill in the holes. We're in Washington State, so shipping and everything else. Now I'm partnering with other groups, It took me a long time to get it down, but I think I've gotten it pretty good, and we have pretty good items for and we're doing good things for everybody. Our contest is a contest that makes people very comfortable, no matter their body size or no matter their gender or whatever. They're comfortable. They want to be there. They don't want to have to perform. They want to be there. They're happy. They're there every year. They want to be there. People feel good getting a bag of stuff that they want. They know all the money is going to help people. That's great, right?
Yeah.
And then there's people that go in there that just don't feel good about themselves. Playboy's always about being sexy, right? But, they get to go in there and they get to feel great for one night. They see performers dancing up there. They can also dance. That makes them also feel great. Oh, she's dancing. She wants me to dance too. So I guess that's what the Bunny Hutch is about all around. That's all I have to say.
I think the charity table, some of the components that have grown over time. So obviously our stage is so important. Charity table. And then, we do have a photo booth there, and we have some ambient photographers and stuff.
We do.
It's really about creating an environment where people can really kick off their con and has many of the components of that they're going to be experiencing at the con over the weekend. Cosplay, catching up with friends, maybe having a cocktail, like dancing, listening to music, seeing costumes, like taking photos. We really try to embody the spirit of Dragon Con overall and our like little moment of the contest and the party.
Yep, that's what it's all about. We're trying to create that Dragon Con magic.
Yeah,
And
that's a lot of things. That is not a little moment. I promise you. You all have created something huge.
we work on this through the year, and I'm just going to piggyback on what the sisters were saying again. Like with the ambient performers that I book, you're going to see every type of body. You're going to see every kind of, all gender expressions, all body sizes, all abilities on stage, because that's what we want for people who are coming in. And we've made that a part of our logo in the past few years. And we've made that a part of our absolute everything that we talk about. But yeah, when people come in, they're going to see on stage some reflection of who they are.
Speaking of past few years, what have been some of the most surprising bunnies or hefts you have seen? I've seen like there was the Velociraptor girls one year,
Raptor
which
Bunny,
there's just sometimes I see what people make and I'm like, I would never have thought of that. But then you see it and you're like, yes, that makes perfect sense.
For me, it was the sandworm in 2024.
Oh yes, I remember that. Yes,
and I've been there for
that's a
everyone. Danielle, what about you?
I mean, I can't choose one. One of the things that's so inspiring about the contest is as a contest registrar, so the person who's putting up the application and making sure that all your applications get reviewed by judges and that you get a time slot, is how much passion people bring, how crazy creative people are, like what people bring to their build. Like every build is so incredibly special and built with so much passion. But like I remember in the early years, someone did the cast of The Room, and their builds are always like amazing. But we love The Room, and we thought it was so funny. Someone was like the spoon in the frame. That was hysterical. Jen mentioned that, she won in a Toy Story group. We've had cereal mascots.
Oh, that were good.
Cereal mascots.
Wasn't there a Slimer? A Slimer?
Yes,
last year.
Slimer.
That's a funny story because the year before I met her at the elevator in that Slimer outfit, and I gave her a Bunny Hutch unicorn. And I told her join the contest. So when she came in 2024, she was like, she saw me at the judging table and she was like, I came. And I was like, I know.
She has totally rebuilt that costume too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that's so amazing. Like people might miss the contest or like not know about it. And then like we just had a Ferengi enter.
Like saw that. Yes, I saw that picture. Yeah.
And they weren't they didn't make it last year, but they're like, I entered for this year. So we are always blown away by people's creativity, their innovation. Last year, like our top place was the Balrog, and we love an application that's like, I hope this doesn't awaken something in me, kind of the more non-traditional, the better.
The dummy bunners were good one year too.
Just so
the
I know,
Demogorgons?
Our applications currently still open.
Yes.
And how does one apply?
They are can go to the Dragon Con webpage under so that's our Facebook group. Great.
Yeah.
But on the Dragon Con page under programming, there's
I'm gonna try and pull it up real quick.
Yeah. If you go to the Dragon Con page, programming, and then contest, we're the second thing down. It has our rules. The rules are very I am going to just pull it up so I say it exactly as it is. Our number one rule is like you must be dressed as a Playboy style bunny or half and have assembled, sewn, commissioned, or otherwise created your costume specifically for the contest. You cannot enter if you have simply added ears, tails, or a robe to an existing costume or cosplay. If you have significantly modified an existing cosplay, for example, sewing a full bunny suit for your Loki cosplay, you're able to enter. So again, the idea of like not a ton of rules. We want you to have space to be creative. So you don't have to wear a bunny suit. You can wear shorts and a corset. You could wear a skirt. You could wear, like, we want people to feel very, very comfortable in whatever expression they feel comfortable in. And it is open until, if I'm not mistaken, Jen, keep me honest here, I think it's open until August 8th.
Is the link on there?
Correct.
Yes.
I'm
The link is
putting
there, right? Okay. And the link is there.
Yeah, I put the link up, and there we go. Contact
7 p.m. August 8th.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not just for the bunnies. You take you love customized hefts also.
Oh yeah, we have an award
I've
for
seen
best hef.
Yeah, I've seen X-Men hefts.
Oh
there
God,
was a Macho Man
Strange
Randy
hef when
Savage
he
heft.
did like the
Oh yeah, that
mansion.
was another good one. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's other. It's not just individual. You also have group categories.
We do. We
Yeah.
have best group, best couple. We have everything.
That's awesome. Earlier you mentioned the items that you guys were having available for the charity, and I just wanted to clarify that as well. That is for the official Dragon Con charity, right? That's
Yes.
that's for NAMI, right? The
Yes.
NAMI, Georgia National Alliance on Mental Illness in Georgia, offering real help, free education, support groups, advocacy for those living with mental illness and their loved ones. So that is the choice of charities for Dragon Con this year. So it's awesome that you guys are doing that. Now, are those items available just on the day of the Bunny Hutch? Or are they available all weekend, or how does that work?
They're only available the day of the Bunny Hutch.
Gotcha. Okay.
At the party.
Good to know.
They work hard enough at the Bunny Hutch. I think trying to sell merch would be the end of it.
Let them enjoy the rest of con.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, with all the energy and everything that you put into the Bunny Hutch, which is substantial, do you guys get a chance to enjoy other elements and other parts of the con?
She's lying. She's Lisa loves Dragon Con.
I do. I'm out and about all the time, all night, all day, but I do like involve myself in other groups, raising money for charity and doing other things. I'm always going to be doing that, but I'm also always going to be out there partying as well, and maybe hitting some panels too. So
awesome.
I just need to stay alive long enough to catch my plane home. That's all I care about.
Yeah. And GoGo, what about you? Do you get a chance to do anything else at the con or experience the con in any way?
They keep me very booked. I'll be doing more this year than I have ever done before, and this feels kind of tacky, but if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, you can go find me online at GoGo Incognito. No, I'll be busy all day, every day of the con.
as we all are. I mean, It's busy.
Here's the fun thing about me. I'm really good about being hydrated.
Good.
I mean, that's rule number one at Dragon Con. Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I've got going for me is I'm really good at being hydrated, but I'll be busy all day, every day, working for the con. So yeah, I'm extra excited this year because I got more stuff on my plate than ever, but that's exactly what I want. So I'm really thrilled.
All right, we have a viewer question. What if a female presenting persons wanted to do a hef costume and male presenting persons wanted to do a bunny? Are they still able to enter the contest?
Please.
Absolutely. We've had it before.
Yeah, I've seen both of those. Yeah.
Not new. We are all for all kinds of every gender expression. Just pick who you want to do and what you want to do and then do it. Period.
Yeah.
Excellent. And that's a great thing too. And we've seen that more and more with events at Dragon Con, how inclusive they are.
Yeah.
And I do think, I'm going to say it one more time. I do think we are one of the I think we are one of the more inclusive, and we also strive to be that inclusive. And
Oh yeah,
that's what the Hutch is about.
yeah.
I-
I will back that up 100%. Yeah.
Oh, here's the question. This is my question. So I'm still on the contest page on the Dragon Con website, and I see that it says there's top prizes, your first through fifth place, and it lists money denomination amounts. But in other contests, it lists amounts and says dealer dollars. So are y'all's prizes straight up cash, or are they dealer dollars?
No, they're cash prizes.
Nope, there you go.
Nice.
And then the category awards, Lisa provides the prizes for all the category awards.
So for the category awards, I usually self-fund that, and that could be anything from, it's always going to be like a hand-done comic artist piece, or it's going to be like a sign print or something that has like a large value.
Right.
So like category awards get something really good too. So we always make sure that our contestants that win, even the contestants that don't win that get a print, we try to make sure that everybody that enters our contest is known that they're appreciated for the work that they put in. We at least hope that they know that, because it's not fun to like not win, I guess.
And it's not it's not just even the people that make it to live judging. So in the past, the folks entering the contest, it was a first come first serve basis, but as we continue to grow, we went to a pre-reg model. We always are trying to find a way to recognize people who are being inclusive, allow people to enter, but as the event has grown as much as it has, we do use the pre-reg model, but every single person who costumes for the Hutch, whether they enter the contest or not, we hope they feel recognized and celebrated at the event.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I can testify. It is nice stuff that you all are putting out. A lot of times you get these little awards and contests and things, and they end up at a thrift store or somewhere. No, I know I still have everything from there, and I know people who still have stuff. I've got
I still have mine.
art.
I still have mine. Yeah.
The mugs. Danielle does great art. I don't know how you do all of those things by hand by yourself, but yeah, I've still got those. So you're getting nice stuff, and you're helping out a great charity while you're doing it. So,
and also as attendees, that the years that I've been able to get in the past, whether you're entering the contest or not, you're going to be surrounded by people who are going to freak out about your costume. Like how creative you are, and you're going to be freaking out about other people's costumes because, if anybody's anything like me, I am a huge fan of puns. I am a huge fan of thinking out the box. And it is one of the better places to see things you never would have thought of.
Yeah. Every time you think you've seen a costume where it's like, okay, that is the best pun or best mashup I've ever seen.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, somebody's going to come along and they're going to beat it. I remember one of my favorites was the year after COVID. There was a Dolly Parton bunny, and she had to wear her mask. She printed Dolly Parton's face on the mask herself.
I think I also remember it might have been the year right before COVID or 2 years before. One group did Kiss bunnies, but
they won best group.
Their costumes looked like they could have been made by the Kisses costume department. They were so good.
Now,
in addition to something? No.
In addition to putting on the event, do you guys dress up as well? Do you guys create costumes for the event? For your own self?
I used to. I really don't have the time anymore. I'm working on 50 different costume pieces and other pieces, customizing them for the charity and other charities. So I just figure when I used to cosplay, I would spend $3,500 on a costume. Now I can spend $5,000 and double that and give it to charity. Rather do that. I'd rather support groups.
Speaking of costuming, another viewer question. Any tips on brands of heels that will not kill her feet?
I have this.
Flats.
I'm coming in right here. Hello, as a burlesque and dance performer who's been doing this for a very long time. You want to look up samba heels or salsa dance heels. They do not. Their flat surface is not hard. It bends with your feet. It molds your feet. Salsa or samba dance heels. Also, yes, as your hostess with the mostest, I do create a new costume every year. I'm always very happy with that because I usually make part of it my own, and I commission a few people who are mainstays in the Bunny Hutch community because I like to give back in that way to, I know people who also, they make their costume, they start their costume like the day after DragonCon ends.
Oh yeah, so many people do.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand that.
I am not one of them.
Hey, if you got an idea,
Yes.
go with it.
I don't know what to say.
We always say it's never too
That's
early.
amazing.
It's never
I will make plans for
it's
the next
never
year
too
while
soon.
I'm at con, but will I start them in a timely fashion? No, I'll wait till a month before con and then freak out.
It's never too soon to prep for DragonCon.
And it's never too early to procrastinate for DragonCon.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
That is a beautiful thing that should be on a ribbon. It's never too early to procrastinate for DragonCon next year.
That's true.
A collectible ribbon right there.
There you go, Channing. Now you got your
Yeah,
some last minute ribbon orders.
Oh dear Lord, don't give me any ideas.
Oh, so awesome. There's so much information here. And I do like the fact too that your group is active all year round. I mean, the Bunny Hutch group is active because people are talking about either last year's costumes, how to improve costumes, what can they do for this year's costumes. You have a lot of people posting status of what their costumes are going to be. So there's something going on in your group like every day.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome. I mean, I see some DragonCon groups that are, they have the lull periods of months or whatever, but there are some groups that are just active all the time, and you guys do a really good job at having that group be active all the time.
And they haven't kicked me out yet. I still don't know why.
So how could they kick out a hef? Like
Well, many moons ago. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, as we're getting to the end of our show this evening, is there anything else we haven't discussed yet that you want to make sure people know about the Bunny Hutch?
Absolutely.
Not for
Anything
me.
we haven't covered yet?
No, I don't think so. Besides, we cannot wait to host you. Every year we are very thoughtful about improving the experience for people as much as we can. It is a very popular event. And we could not do anything with our partnership with DragonCon Official and the incredible volunteers that keep DragonCon running, including our out of this world safety volunteers and folks that also help support the Bunny Hutch, who are paid attendees and pull, like 2-3 hour shifts with us at the event because they love it and they're passionate about it. So we can't wait to host you. And thank you to everyone who helps us have a wonderful event each year.
Now the kickoff contest, costume contest and party is happening on, is it, am I right? Is it Thursday? Did I get that right?
It's always Thursday.
Thursday at the Marriott Ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
Marriott
right.
Atrium Ballroom for the
Atrium
party.
Ballroom.
And then the contest, it's on the DragonCon page. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have
looking.
it in front of me. It's like room 601, 602.
That's if you get in, and then they announce winners at like 11:30, 12
Gotcha.
at the
Oh,
party.
we are going to have the winners on stage this year, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I'm so sorry. That was something I was supposed to be talking about, I think. But we're doing, may I, Danielle?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so another new and exciting thing is that the winners are going to get to parade on the stage this year because people have asked to see more of them. And what you want, you get, as long as it's a good ask. Like,
Thank you for enunciating that K and ask. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I mean, we can't do everything. We can't bring you puppies, but we can bring you winners of the costume contest, which has been asked. You ask and you will receive. So there's going to be a few different things this year, but we're just so excited. And thank you again for having us. Like, this has been amazing.
Absolutely. And again, the event is on Thursday. Starts at what time does it start? At
5:30 to 8.
5:30.
Party starts at 10 p.m.
Yes.
And
Okay, and the party starts at 10.
Yes. Contest is early. Pre-reg is early. Party starts at 10 p.m.
Gotcha. Good to know. All good information. And if people want more information, want to find out more, have more questions, answers more questions, where should they go?
They can go to the Facebook page, and we are happy to answer their questions.
Awesome. Well, Lisa and Danielle, thank you guys for all you do
Thank you.
with the Bunny Hutch, and thank you guys for joining us. Any other links or anything else that you guys want to promote?
No, we just want to stick to the party.
Okay. That's
Probably
fair.
for the
That's
best.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. So, so see him at the party. Make this part of your DragonCon kickoff. Although I think now kickoff starts on, I think accidentally Lisa said something about Tuesday, and I think it does start on Tuesday now. I think DragonCon does start earlier now, but officially Thursday's the
Thursday.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. We're drawing a close to this episode of the DragonCon Report, and a big shout out to our station crew. Thank you so much, Channing.
Hey,
I'm sorry, Hef.
Yes. Hey, as always. Go ahead.
You didn't come up with a name like the mongoose or.
I mean the mongoose. That's a totally different guy.
I was gonna say.
I know, but you didn't. You didn't. This person doesn't have a name.
You know what? We'll ask the chat. Chat, what should Hemp's name be? I'm sure that won't go bad at all. Yeah.
You've opened yourself
chat. You got about 30 seconds to come up with something funny for me to flash up on the screen while we're closing it out here.
There you go.
Come on, Sven. I know you're out there. What you got?
While they do that, it is always a pleasure to hang out with you guys, and as always, thank you for putting up with me and my wardrobe changes. If you want to follow me online, I am just at Channing Sherman on all the major platforms. Twitter, you know, hey.
That's the only one that we can actually print on this PG-13.
There you go.
Probably so.
Central chocolate.
Central chocolate. Find me at Channing Sherman on Instagram, on Blue Sky, and on TikTok, which I may try to use more at DragonCon. Maybe I'll do some Heffy McHeffface TikTok content. chocolate mongoose. That sounds like a French dessert.
Yeah.
I think the group, the DC Black Geeks have announced the photo shoot time. Is that correct?
Oh yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, Black Geeks of DragonCon. We're doing our photo shoot on Sunday, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern time, going until 3:30. We've got an hour and a half this year. I always tell people it is a party, not a protest. You'll see some blurs in and out of costume. And photographers, I don't care what color you are, you're welcome to come and just support us and take pictures and show your love. Want to see as many people out there as possible that the fire marshal will allow. And you can find out more about that on our Facebook group. We're just Black Geeks of DragonCon.
Awesome.
Not Black Helps of Dragon Con. That's a totally different thing.
That is definitely not safe for work.
I guess
No.
one of these days I need to add our own social media links to our banners.
Well, of course, thank you, Jen, for working your magic on both sides of the webcam.
Yeah, if StreamYard to stop changing everything, I'll be able to figure it out.
Well, we appreciate the work.
Although I feel like I'm getting better. And as always, folks, if you want to keep up with me, you can find me at LilBitOdd, LILBITODD on Instagram. Hey, I'm still going strong. I've left it open public since last con and have not been harassed. Or had to deal with a bunch of spammers, which is really weird. So yeah, it's still open for people to interact with me there. And
Don't jinx it.
also one of the admins and the calendar maker for the Dragon Con parties, meetups, and more group. Yeah, that's what it's called. We have a Discord too. I should have the first batch of the event schedule up right around the 1st of August. Not saying definitively because then somebody will catch me on it. And I am on Blue Sky as well.
And you can find me at all the social media outlets. Usually I'm New Legend Mike, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Blue Sky or what have you. You can check out all the stuff I'm doing, all the events I'm going to be at, including Monsterama, which is coming up in a couple weeks. It's a nice, easy, small convention to lead me and get ready and pumped for Dragon Con. So, but I'll be involved with the literature, comics, and art track there. So doing programming and panels. So please come by and say howdy. Also, as far as the books updates goes, Dragon Tales, ordering more copies. So I'll have some more at Dragon Con. So you can see me there for those. And yeah, that's just going to be awesome. We try to cover all we can with these episodes, but to keep up with the latest news, please check out the official Dragon Con website, social media outlets. All the fan tracks are active on Facebook and various social media as well. So check them out, as well as not just fan tracks, but all the groups like the Bunny Hutch or like the Burlesque or like any of the other things that we've covered this year. You can check those guys out on social media as well. We are a proud member of the ESO Network. On the ESOnetwork.com page, there's a direct link to our TeePublic store filled with all kinds of cool swag. All, of course, that feature the Dragon Con Report logo. The ESO Network also has a Patreon page where you guys can access all our exclusive readings of this month's Dragon Con guest announcements, of which there are still many coming out. Thank you, patrons, for all your support. We really do appreciate you. And whether you can support us financially or, due to hardships, we understand. It's free. If you want to leave direct feedback or comment on the show, you can do that. You can also like, subscribe, share. That doesn't cost anything. It does help us out a lot. We really do appreciate all the feedback and all the support that you guys give us. Thanks to everyone for joining us. I'm your host, Mike Gordon. And as always, it has been my pleasure. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you at the con, which is less than 2 months away.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Dragon Con Report. Whether you're a longtime fan or joined us for the first time, we hope you've gained some valuable insights and tips to make your Dragon Con experience unforgettable. Don't forget to stay connected for more updates and future episodes. Until next time, keep learning, keep planning, and keep the con spirit alive.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.